world, WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of Resonance Rising. So, on our server, we have two new people. There's Uis and Poppy C. I don't like saying that. They are on the server, they're regular Feed the Beasters, and I don't think they like being called Feed the Beasters, but it's not like they have any input on that. So, what we're going to do is go and yeah, they're not going to be quiet. What we're going to do is go make up some silver. If we actually have any silver. I think we had some nether silver ore somewhere. We're going to need to use it to make some further developments in making some engines. Do we actually have any silver? Nether gold, nether lapis, nether diamond. No clue. Okay, we don't actually have silver, so this stuff is going to have to do for now. We're going to move this since, frankly, I don't like where it is, and it is going to be much more... That's some sort of glitch. It's going to be much more useful downstairs when we set it up to a much more reasonable solution. So putting these engines here, we'll put the power on, and let's see, right here... and, well, gold there and there. And then we'll have 3 machines to start off with right here until we get enough stuff for the required, more fun stuff. So let's put this here and see what engines do we have. Obviously, we have our nice little smeltery over there, but we're going to go make 2 more things. We're going to make the magma crucible. And that's a good thing we found that nether fortress because we got the nether bricks required. So magma crucible as well as one more thing, which is going to be the liquid transposer. They will both obviously require a bit of energy and gold, redstone, etc. for its full operation. Now hopefully we can automate all of this stuff because we got so many unprocessed ores that we will need to get all of it, well, up to snuff, honestly. Having all these unprocessed ores is a little, I find, dirty. However, it's not like, well, some people are a bit more organized than I am, but that is something else entirely different. We're also going to need to process some of our copper ore and some of the likes, so let's go process some of our unrefined stuff. Then we'll be back once we get the main stuff. Is this... dang it, we don't have any. Okay, I think we have enough for the magma crucible at least. Magma crucible will basically, if I got it right, it'll melt all of the stuff that we inputted, so that we'll have all of the required stuff. Eventually we'll make some engines, however we need a transmittance coil which requires silver, and we might need invar as well. So let's quickly grab 2 nether bricks. That'll be sufficient. Then we'll take our redstone there and nether bricks. Good. We got the bucket already. We got the nether bricks. We got our copper as well as our one last pivotal ingredient, which is the machine frame. Now another thing is we're going to need to make another machine frame because we'll also want to go and get the other parts. So machine frame. And rain. Dang it, rain. Rain, stop being that. Stop being like that. Servo motor, I believe, is the other thing that we need to make for the... let's see. Transposer. The liquid transposer is right here. Liquid transposer requires copper ingots. Thankfully, we got some more of those. And it doesn't require the pneumatic servo. What requires the pneumatic servo? I'm sure it's going to be useful somewhere, so I'm going to keep it handy anyways, but it would have been nice to know that it wasn't so useful in advance. So do we have our bucket already? We do not have our bucket. Let's make 2 buckets, however, since we're such nice guys. And then we'll go a machine frame, and just my luck, it requires glass as well. So 2 more pieces of glass will be a nice necessity for us to correspond and create. Do we even have... wow, it looks like it wanted to really get ahead of itself. And in fact, the magma crucible does require a lot of energy to start off with. So let's put it down. I'm thinking we'll put it down here. And then we'll put well, this is going to be not automatic, but however, it will output to the left once we're done, and it requires 36,000 Minecraft joules when it is fully heated up, so we are going to want to go and heat it up. That will require, I'm not too sure how much Minecraft joules is in each and every single piece, but we may as well find out eventually. So let's go make our corresponding levers. There, and power them on. Let's make sure there's no infinite loop that may occur. It doesn't look like it, so we should be good. Hey, Kieran is over here. Hi! How are ya? Yay, Kieran. Okay, so what was I looking for? Glass. We must have glass. Ah, we have some of this, though. That might be a... Wait a second. How did that happen? How did that play happen? Huh. Well, it's a good thing that a creeper didn't find that hole ahead of time. Let's see. Where is Kieran Dave? I saw him. Dang it, he's playing tricks on me again. I do not like it. Maybe he's going onwards to Poppy's area. It's over in the Mushroom Shore biome, which is not around here, so maybe he took a wrong turn at Connecticut. I'm not too sure entirely what these people are thinking. Okay, redstone receptant coil, and then with our liquid transposer, we will go into happiness incarnate with our transposition. So that's where all of this comes into play, and we'll get a bit more energy to boot. See, there's hardly any energy there, and we need some here as well, which is going to be the input, and we'll also need some of that. So we will need a better energy source than this, which I'm thinking we'll need to take a quick stint in the Nether again, because there's another thing that I'd like to have some fun with. Let's quickly check that. Okay, I'm gonna go into Nether, go get some of the required materials, and then be back when I have it, and then show you what I'm gonna make. Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jack, jump over that dang candlestick. So, after a bit of a nether hopping journey, we managed to get some nether lead and nether silver, and I think we might be able to pulverize this in here. I may be incorrect though, so let's see. Nether silver! No, we cannot. We have to smelt this and then further refine it. So that's going to be a bit of an annoyance, seeing as this is not the most efficient process that we currently have under our under the sun. But oh well, we are going to have to live with ourselves. And we also got some ardite ore. I was going to get some more, however, I was jumped by a bunch of pigmen, and I didn't think it was exactly worth the while to attempt to do that. So what was I looking for? Do we have our liquid transposer yet? We must. And how much energy do we currently have in our magma crucible? That should be enough. So what we're going to do is put 4 pieces in here. Then this will start to fill up, and that should be enough. We'll then put this into here, and then that should be good. We'll get to experience a little fun that's going to be, well, not quite under the sun. However, it should be sufficient to power some needs of the future. Let's see, we got some... Okay, here we go, and we got it. Energized glowstone bucket. This stuff, I must say, is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. Glowstone, a liquid that flows upwards. I mean, come on. And when you walk through it, you get a speed and a jump effect, probably from sniffing all the... I don't know, is there helium in here? I don't know. Okay, just gotta find Kieran Dave and show him this. But it's quite amazing to just see all of this, since it's just floating away up like that. Now, I don't think it'd be good to put it as our roof, since frankly it might be a little wasteful, and I don't think there are actually many uses for the glowstone. You might be able to solidify it again, but it's more of a novelty currently than anything else. I'm sure there may be... it's added by thermal expansion, I do believe. Anyways, I'm just gonna go Maybe find... Ooh, that might be good. We can probably have it as some sort of liquid column up here. Ah, that would work well. And then just need some sort of limiter on the top that would act as... Okay, so if we have the glass at the top, or even a piece of this, we can just put it like that, and it'll just constantly flow upwards in a big column. And it seems to not like being inhibited like that, so let's put it like that. And that works a bit better. We're going to need to take it out for now, and we're still getting that effect. Let's just set it up like that. I'll find a good way to rearrange this, maybe get a bit more glass, and then see how it looks when we get everything like that. Yay, jumpy! Okay. Huh. It seems to be floating more, and it might be floating upwards, and the fact that this stuff is not actually... The bucket may actually be moving places, so I don't know how good it's going to be to have this going here. It might not actually stay in place, which might be a bit of a problem, especially if I want something not as grotesque. I don't know. We'll have to think about that later, but it's nice for a quick jump boost by sniffing all this helium. I don't know, we'll think of something a little better in the future, but for now, we'll just throw this into our bucket chest. Now, there was a reason that I was actually making all of this stuff. We need to go get... No. No, 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 you didn't. You didn't. Nether ore got processed as regular ore. I thought that wasn't even possible. Let's check. Nether iron ore. Let's check the silver, because that lead ore. Okay, uses of the lead ore shouldn't be to smelt directly. It should smelt like that into 2 of the ore. That's what it's showing, but the induction smelter and the macerator, what it probably means is that we're going to need to, instead of smelting, put it directly into a pulverizer. So how much does a pulverizer require? The pulverizer, universal macerator. Hello. Hello. That's a bit more expensive than I could have envisioned. However, it's not too bad. So if we make one of these pulverizers, it should be a lot better. Okay. I get it. You're angry at me, kids. However, is that any reason to throw numerous arrows at my house and then expect me to be happy about it? Come on, guys. Come on. You are not very nice individuals. Okay, so since that didn't work out, what I'm thinking instead is maybe you can make that portable tank, which is going to require crushing up some of our obsidian, even if it's... Is it even possible to crush up the obsidian in the rock crusher? It is indeed not possible. So we are going to want to go instead and make the pulverizer so that we'll finally be able to get a bit more sanity. So just a bit of copper. I'll go make the pulverizer. Then we should be good for some more machine shenanigans. Now that we have our pulverizer, we'll be able to put it onto our network and get some energy from it. Thankfully, hey, it looks like you just recently went out. You don't even have your full energy, so we should go and get 8 into each of you. That should be good enough to get some power going. Now, unfortunately, we can't really have any automation on these until we get to the stage where it's going to be, well, commonplace. Commonplace for our automation. Now, I was talking to Kieran Dave, and he was saying that there's an interesting spell that I should have gotten a while ago, but I didn't. Dang it, iTunes, your hats mod. Your hats mod, all we need is a time-traveling creeper. I think not, my sir. I think not. So we're going to need to get some more wood. Thankfully, we will eventually have some sort of, well, hopefully a good system to get our... Hey, look, our achievements reset. That is a bit of a bummer. Oh, well, it's not like they're actually useful for anything, but it's nice to have at any rate. So Let's go back in here and hide in our hidey hole. Hidey hole, hidey hole. And we're going to need to, unfortunately, make one of those inscription tables. We don't have any of our parchment. There we go. Let's take 2 of them to be consistent. We'll make our inscription table. I think it's not that, but this. The shift clicking is really starting to get a hold of me. And what else did we need on our table? Rain, of course. It's always nice to have rain, so let's go. Not only is it raining, but it's thunderstorming. That is definitely what we wanted. That is definitely what we wanted. So, let's see. He said he gave it to me while we were exchanging spells, but is it really here? I think he called it... Let's see if we can find it. It's not that, not that. Here we go. Flight. Red, black, purple, and green. I'm going to go make that quickly, then be right back and see what all the fuss is about. Hopefully when it's dry. So, red, green, black, and purple gives us flight. Mana cost 45. Now, is this a one-time cast? Wait a second. Oh, hello. That's interesting. Let's get you out of the way first of all. And let's set this to that one, so it's a higher one. Cast it. And we're given flight, which is a recastable 40-second buff. And okay. Okay, this is nice. I can definitely see the usage of this, assuming that I don't fall. If I fall, that would kind of be bad, because I don't think it gives us an aversion to... wait. Okay, negates fall damage as well. Just gonna say hi to Poppy. Hi. Hi there. How are you? I am good. Okay, I can see why he wanted us to get that. So I'm going to go put that onto here, thinking as one of our more useful spells, especially seeing as it does give us a bit of more clairvoyance. Maybe this should have been called clairvoyance instead of the other one. Clairvoyance, by the way, gives me a lot of sparklies. Not too useful currently, but oh well. So let's go back in. I believe we created our pulverizer. Yeah, we already put it down. And we needed to pulverize some obsidian. Our obsidian is over here. We also got some lead dust because that's going to be useful. And then let's go over to here and hopefully... Whoop! Why are you not doing anything? Why are you not doing anything? Let's see. We're not outputting anything. Why are you storing so much heat? That is not exactly the best thing for you to be doing, so why? So, we're going to need a much better power. Just need to get some... I'm thinking we're going to go with a few different things. We're going to go with the steam engine. We don't have Railcraft installed. Wait, we do have Railcraft installed. Bugger. So, hobbyist steam engine, I think, is more efficient technically and gives more energy than the steam engine. However, the hobbyist steam engine is for constant supply. I don't think I'm going to go with constant supply, though it does require gold compared to copper. Let's go make 2 hobbyist steam engines. We're also going to want to make something else, which is, this is where our nice little pump comes into, sorry, our pneumatic servo. We're going to want to make an aqueous accumulator. What are this? Aqua Regia. What are you even used for? Factorization. You are used for crystallized... Ooh! Son of a gun! Okay, how do you make that? Netherrack powder and fire charge with sulfuric acid basically makes the process for factorization that much better. So, with that would be not 300%, but 360% yield using that. Wow. That is... Good. And Uis seems to have gotten into the stage where he is pretty much playing God with his blocks and found a way to duplicate stuff using not factorization, obviously not. That'd kind of be a little crazy, but he's using the power network in Ars Magica. Now, if I do find an exploit, I'm not going to use it, so I'm not going to be as overpowered as he is. However, I will still have fun. Speaking about fun, we are going to want to go and get some more nether materials. So now that we have a pulverizer, I'm going to go create those 2 engines, and then we might be able to have a bit more fun time with this. Okay, finally we got some wrong engines. Dang it, I wasn't going for the peat-fired engines. We were going for the actual... how did I make... dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. It was supposed to be a redstone transmittance coil. That sucks. Okay, let's get our gear again, and then try again. Okay, looking like an idiot. Take 2, and action! Okay, so we have our nice little stuff. This time we're going to make the transmittance coil correctly, so that we'll be able to have some sustainable energy at a reasonable rate instead of having to go for the stupid stuff that's, you know, stupid and etc. So we got our steam engine. This is going to be for temporary energy, so that's why we're not going for the more fun solution. So engine there. We have some lava generation here, so I put a lava bucket in here so that it could be a bit more forthcoming about its solution. And we got our nice little aqueous accumulator here feeding water into the steam engine, and then eventually we're going to be able to feed energy from here outwards, hopefully being a bit more awesome while doing so. That will require a bit of energy to kickstart it though, however. Ooh, why didn't I notice this? And thankfully, because of an update, this actually gave Fortune 1 when I added my luck enchantment to it using the lapis lazuli. So I think it wasn't actually giving the proper enchantment. Maybe there was some sort of change into the vanilla code. Frankly, I don't know, and as long as I have it working correctly, I don't really care. So let's put this on. Let's put some coal engine in. And there we go. So here we go. It's going, giving power, etc. This might be an upgrade slot. So that's a little interesting. I might want to see if that's something else. Anyways, so water is going to continuously go there and provide the maximum energy as well. We're going to need a few other things because frankly this isn't enough to satiate our desires. We're going to go and make some energy conduits, and if I'm correct, we do have all the required goods here. Let's get our services by going and smelting that instead, since we're going to go with the induction smelter. And where are gold, here we go, gold. And with our gold and our silver, will they have to both be dusts or both be in the same form? I wonder. Let's go. Let's see if we can just take it in raw dust form. I doubt that is the case, and it isn't. So we can just throw that back in. We're going to need to smelt this individually so that it can work. And of course, my gold is over there. And gold, gold, gold. Why am I even trying this? I'm so confused. So, now that our confuzzlement is reaching epic proportions of epicness, we can go and get on with the job. We must have some gold somewhere. Apparently we do not. That is where this comes into play, where we smeltery up our gold. And maybe put in a little extra... Nah, not necessary. So by smelting up our gold into gold bars, we can throw it into the induction smelter. Here, with our silver, it gets smelted up into electrum. Electrum then gets further crafted using some of the glass here into energy conduit empties, and with the energy conduits empties we go and fill them up so that they're energy conduits not empty. Let's see, why did I do that? I have no clue. Now this isn't the most fuel efficient. I know that. However, it works for me, and this uses a lot of energy anyway. So how much do we need? Let's go with, might as well, all 40. It'll go into the liquid transposer. That's all we're going to use it for. And this is going to take a lot of energy, and we'll get nice, full redstone energy conduits, which is going to be a nice welcome addition to our lovely group. We got 100 millibuckets per redstone instead, but the cost has been further bumped up to 200 millibuckets to offset that balancing issue, which is a bit of a sticky point anyway. So, we're also going to need to go and craft some other desirables, such as, yes, I did throw a lava bucket in there. Don't worry, it's not just insane. We're going to need to go gather some obsidian eventually, so that we'll be able to get some more hardened glass. That much is a bit of a sticky situation. That is why I am making a better pickaxe. Let's see what we have in here. We got mining speed of 12, mining level of cobalt. And do we want to repair it? No, not yet. We're going to find some better uses for this. So we're going to go for a bit better of a solution for all of our fun stuff. Let's put our elemite in here and our extra one singular piece of redstone in there. And now that I think of it, we're going to need to get some more redstone for further fun times. However, that hardened glass for the conduits will be nice to get. So let's go and get some more by that. And what I'm thinking is eventually we can probably make a magma crucible. No, we already got the magma crucible. Probably need another magma crucible. So if we get another magma crucible, we can probably go and gather some other materials. Anyways, I'm probably overthinking things just a little bit. We'll want another steam engine so that we'll have a bit more power. This seems to be almost done in its operation, so we can probably move that for another part. We will want to get our Mine Factory Reloaded tree farm going at a nice proper pace, and that's where some other materials will be needed, like slime balls. Slime balls have a few uses, and they will prove very useful. Not that, but this thing right here. We need to make a bioreactor, which unfortunately does require fermented spider eyes, some sugar, plastic sheets, and this will convert some biofuel into some more lovable materials. So let me go make that pick, then I'll show it to you because it is dang awesome. Okay, here comes the fun stuff. Ah, delicious ardite. Let's get this ardite binding and see how well this pickaxe actually is created. So we got our pickaxe with the cobalt pickaxe head, ardite binding, and a rod manualin. And we see that we got a cobalt mining level, a speed of 11, modifiers remaining 3. It doesn't look like the ardite binding is actually giving anything. Now I'm wondering, if we look over here, these material abilities, I'm wondering where exactly the material abilities are prevalent, because it says material ability stonebound, mining aspect level 3 when it has ardite, but where does that come into play? Now, is it actually an ardite rod that's required? I have enough excess here to be able to find out. So let's just make a rod out of ardite and see what happens, because the binding has to have some sort of use. I'm not too sure. Okay, put this here instead. But it does seem to take off the durability, and does it need an ardite head? I'm wasting a lot, however, I'm not going to use ardite for anything else, so it's not like it matters too much if I'm too wasteful. Let's put this in here, sort a bit, get the pickaxe head, there goes that ardite. We got enough lava to go around, so it's not like it matters too much in that regards, and we're out of here. Now, is it the ardite head that makes it matter? No, it just doesn't say anything. But it says mining level cobalt, ardite binding, ardite rod, Okay, this is where a bit of faith comes into play. Let's see what happens when we... Ah, there we go. Stonebound and reinforced. So each one gives a modifier, so the binding just gives the stonebound part of it. So here we go. We got stonebound on this nice little kickaxe pickaxe, but we're also going to want to make a rapier, where the rapier I'm not too sure how I want to make it. Now these bindings and extra rod I think I'm gonna throw over here. This actually looks like a cool pickaxe. Come on, it's a little pickaxe, and it needs quite a bit in the repairing front. Let's look at it. It has 2000 durability. We can add an emerald to this and it'll be a lot better, but the mining speed is definitely worthwhile. So let's throw that back in there. We're going to need to make a rapier, which needs a different type of binding. We'll keep this for now since it still technically has better properties of it, but when we enchant this with all of the fun stuff, it's going to be a lot better than this. I tell you now. Okay, so we need to get that going. In fact, let's see where we can line up our conduits. Our conduits kind of matter a bit more than our inner dealings with all of this. And, ooh, okay, good. It's all going to the magma crucible. That's good. Not getting lost in the ether. We will take that out because we currently don't have any use for the magma crucible. We're going to need to... Do we need to get more redstone? We don't really need to get more redstone, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Let's turn that off temporarily. Take all of that and line these all up with conduits. Energized, and turn that back on. We're going to need to get a wrench and wrench this and that so that they can actually transmit energy. This way, we'll have a much more stable way to get all the energy, and we're going to have a method to go to the tree farm over there. Now what I'm wondering is, where does everything fit in? How many redstone energy conduits will we need to get over there? That is a bit of a sticky situation, seeing as I cannot easily just hop over. Let's actually just easily hop over. Since we are cool like that, we'll just hop up, hop down, see where we are. We are at currently 213,480, but where this is 215,480. So 215,480. Let's go with the 215 since the other positioning probably doesn't matter since we will choose where it is. But it'll be good. Okay, so say we have the energy piped in this side. 215,480. That means if we go down to some sort of distance, let's go here, we should break in right there. Then we'll have some energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 conduits plus 16. Okay, so we need 16 conduits for that to work out. We're going to need to get a bit more obsidian. That won't take too much effort. It'll just take some time, frankly. Time that we can get, but it won't be too bad. So if we go out to get that, we shouldn't be having too much of a problem. So I'll go out, go out, get some more obsidian. We can pulverize it quite easily, make some more conduits, use some more redstone, and then be off to the races of awesome. Sound like a plan? Sound like a plan. Well, it looks like unfortunately that's all the time we have for this episode of what is it? Resonance Rises. Yes, that's the one. Now what we're going to do is just make a bit more hardened glass so we can go and gather some more of that redstone. We can go also mine some more of the redstone that we have yet to harvest, and then have a little more fun with our flight and hopefully get this into some more discernible wood farm. Now I'm going to go look up some of that Mine Factory Reloaded shenanigans with all of that bioreactors, etc. See what I can do with them, because if it's just sending excess saplings, I think there are much better ways to do that. You seem to be idle today, but oh well, we'll see how it goes once we get there. Well, Way of Time here, signing off, being a complete derp yet again. Have a wonderful day.